Hi, I'm Shaper Breeze from Petang, party exercising the American non-invasive greatness. We are all for giving some bad words a new meaning. PETA and their scary camps, that's why we are Petang, not to be confused. Anyways, this is our first edition of the new edition of new kind of think tank. We are root and grass-loving Americans. Ambition of ours is to become new American bottom line. First voice for the public, but from the bottom up and not the other way around. Not timid, not scared into silence, but complaining, whining, even if necessary. And of course, here to pay back the elites for all the jokes on us, for Polish jokes, for the hogging onto stuff too much, for not sharing enough. But we're also here to show them some loving and show them that behind their walls, their illusions of safety and security, there are people outside, and come out and play sometime. Now, part of it is because times are coming when it's gonna get really hard, and we still have some superstars we wanna promote that are from within us, from the bottom line, so-called. There are moms, inventive dads, and we're gonna definitely need them if you believe in post-apocalyptic preparedness, and we do. And just a little bit more about us. We at the moment limited to just me, one presenter. Shaper Breeze is my new name. I came up with it because I'll tell you one day why. Due to ongoing salary negotiations, there is only me for now, but since I'm averaging about 7 somewhat unified personalities, I'm figuring that might be good enough for each day of the week, huh? First theme of our think tank is a blink tank, as we'll try to blink at you and attract your attention, exercise freedoms, more like, sniff, it's late, let's do it again, bring ideas and whatever you like to drink, and just let it out. Exercise the great freedom you have, freedom to be you, in the country that was founded on the principles that some people are forgetting. So let's recover this country the way it was meant to be. There is really no other free continent that we can rediscover or discover and settle there and make a new America. We just have to stick with what we've got. Seems like some bad folks from Europe followed as soon as we made it to be a nice country 100 or 200 years ago. But that's me just digressing. We'd like to build a better world, one idea, one day at a time. We would like to toast to a building better world, and the kind of people who are there to imagine it, where me first attitude and greed are just relics of old times, and where we learn to coexist progressively, hopefully, with stranger and stranger beings from all over the universe. We also believe in freedom of affairs, as long as they are beneficial for America and the rest of the humankind. Extramarital affairs must be therefore pre-disclosed prior to commitment of the affairs, and medical screening performed within 24 hours prior to the act, which can be performed by the spouse of the sex defender at this case. By the end of this first edition, you might experience tingly feeling. Among us, people with intuition, it usually means see you next week and put something nice on. In my own self-pompousness, I will attempt to subversively make you dislike me little less. Before the end of the story, you will find yourself responsible to the idea of sharing, donating, but be careful. Those messages don't come from us. They could be engineered to make you think that it comes from us. We would never ask you directly for money. Maybe we will use some kind of subliminal messages. Maybe we will make ourselves look like we're starving to kind of trigger your brotherly love this way. But one thing we will not do, we will not try to manipulate you. And seriously, that's a scout's word. We will not try to bamboozle you or lie to you, okay? But at the same time, we don't want to be so serious about the environment that, you know, the moment something doesn't go as we hope, we grab guns and, you know, go out there and shoot some people, and things might get tough. So we need to build some kind of a supporting community of people who not only have goodwill towards each other, but are willing to, you know, preserve, build, not so much into, you know, the whole distraction thing. Alright, so I mentioned about donations. The donations will be indication if we have a right to survive on this already busy YouTube. And what are we looking from you? Well, we would like to engage you. There is a part of you that would bring a physical support. That is your donation. But there is also part of you that is based on your inventiveness. It's your inspiration, your non-compromising ideas, you expressing yourself freely, and power of co-creating great projects together. The kind of community that in fortune and misfortune will be for each other, and of course is going to laugh at my jokes. Our intention is also to make necessary post-apocalyptic adjustments, share reliable information, and if the zombies or aliens do materialize, our first response will be, hey, maybe they are just a tourist. That means that we will explore all the other options before we get so riled up in hatred and fear, and we won't have a chance or time to recognize maybe there's something precious we could learn from them. So that's my first time. Excuse me if I am speaking with the accent. I've been paying a lot of money for those foreign accent lessons, you know, and I have to say it's hard to keep up with mental processes and having to speak with the accent. But truly, I am a hybrid. I'm actually not born here. I was born in Poland, and this is my home now. And I know its heartbeat, so I know its goods and bads, and I know it's not perfect, and nobody is. And it's actually full of great people, statistically, just like many else, anywhere else on Earth. Okay. The problem with other places is we not always have time to grow up. You know. Here it seems like we can at least experiment with the different versions of us. Different places supply you with ample opportunity to move out if one place doesn't like you or you don't like it. But really, I believe it's about sharing in this responsibility and not trying to blame someone for our own lack of success. Okay. My mind works in like a video stream already, so that's why I figured I wasn't successful yet. You know, it involves many hours of just thinking about great movie ideas and not so much of you know, working. So, all right, my idea for today is, you know, like we have this very scary group called drunk drivers, right? Well, I just wanted to kind of stand in their defense and say something. Well, imagine a hardworking American man coming back from hard work, and what he's seeing there is his partner, you know, instead of being supportive, you know, she could be, for example, member of, let's say, what was it? Oh, Women Against Drunk Driving, for example. Well, that is great because, you know, that helps our security and safety on the road. But what about the man? I mean, there's already like this group that is like against him, like his tendency, hey, I just want to freaking drink, I don't care if I'm driving, I just want to have a drink. But he won't be able to join people because nobody will join his there's gonna be a group for men for drunk driving, I mean, unless, and this is my idea for today, it's okay, men for drunk driving is okay, mothers, fathers and men not to be discriminating for drunk driving. So for that reason we have to build a field filled up with cars, junk cars, but comfy inside, and basically sit inside and drink, and we can also socialize within each other. Imagine a big yard full of old junky cars, each containing a pair of people. They might have extra artificial sounds and things that imitate the car and the driving sound, and that would be a kind of coerced way of us getting away with drunk driving, right, while not breaking any laws. So this way we can also kind of de-scare ourselves from living in the society that is oftentimes seems like it's out there to get us poor folks. That is all from me for today. I hope you are not offended, and if you are, I hope even more so that you will respond and make your input, make your stand, okay? Because making a stand for something and fight for what's right, that's what we're all about. Thanks again, and this is Shaper Breeze from first edition of the Think Tank. Today's edition was a blink tank, okay, the introductory one. Take care, don't be scared. Love is much better motivation to do things right. Help each other, and all those other good things will come to you. Alright, take care. See you next week.